Hey everyone, Tech here. Welcome back to another kinda episode for our Let's Play of Croatia. This is episode 16, it should be, and I'm posting this up the same day I'm recording it, so whatever day you see this, I just recorded it a couple hours earlier. But anyway, I just wanted to do a real quick video here before we get into more regular episodes. This episode here I'm estimating to be probably around about, I don't know, 12 minutes or less, most likely. What I kind of wanted to do was I just wanted to bring up episode showing a couple small updates, answering a few questions actually. So some of you who've been asking questions on the previous videos, I'm going to try to answer a couple of them here because I know sometimes I don't give feedback on everything, but I at least want to touch on a few items. And first of all, I do want to say, hey, thanks to everyone who's interested in this series and loving the series. I really appreciate it. It makes me want to keep doing it and keep going and start more series and all that kind of stuff. So it is appreciated, all the comments, the thumbs up, and all that kind of stuff. It's actually overwhelming how much positive feedback I get, because in addition to all the feedback on the actual videos, I do get a lot of private messages from people saying that they're really enjoying the series, that they come home from work every day and check to see if I've put a new one up, you know, all this kind of stuff, and that they really enjoy it, that they say it's the best series for the game they've seen and all that kind of stuff. So that's really cool, and that's encouraging. Anyway, to move on, a couple of things real quick. A couple questions from episode 15. Irradiated TV had a few comments and suggestions and things like that. One was you were saying I need to change to elective laws. Yep, I'm aware of that. I can't do that. If you watched some of the previous episodes, my king has to be and I'll show it to you here real quick. Right here you can see I don't meet one of the conditions that he has reigned for 10 years. When I claimed independence and took over, I have to wait 10 years before I can change my secession laws. My king has only been in position, if you look here, I took over on 21st of March in 1085, and it's July of 1090. So I've only been in position for 5 years. So he would have to make it 5 more years before I'm able to change my laws to elective. If he survives that long, if I do make it to age 65, that's going to be the first thing that I do. I will change to elective laws, because yeah, that's the way I would prefer to do it. And for those watching with elective laws, it basically means that I elect my heir, and when I die, that he takes over, same as me. He just moves right into the chair and everything stays the same basically, and that other people in their provinces and in their positions, they can pick their own heirs as well. So the other thing that Irradiated TV mentioned, I'm looking at my list here, he said to retake Croatia ASAP. Yep, I'm working on that as well. Usora, I'm going to take Usora based off my claim rights, but I have to wait because I have a truce that would, you know, hit me for 100 prestige and lower my opinion with a bunch of my vassals and all that kind of stuff, and that ends in December of 1093, as I've mentioned in the earlier episodes. So we got about 3 years. In about 3 years I'm going to declare war, push my claim, and take Usora back, and then, you know, we're moving closer and closer at that point. The ally, he also mentioned an ally with the Holy Roman Empire against Hungary. I may do that at some point, but right now, to be honest, I'm not really, I'm kind of good not being on anybody's team. I want to be on my own team right now. So I'm just trying to keep Hungary off my back as kind of my goal right now. And, you know, with the new young ruler, he's betrothed to my oldest daughter. I got my relations up with him, so I'm hoping that just right now I kind of just don't want to mess with any of the 3 big guys. I just want to get my country back, maybe take this over here, and then at that point see where things are at, see if somebody's starting to break up or split up or whatever. So anyway, that's just kind of where I'm looking at right now on that. The Flying Bishop, he mentioned when I'm picking tutors for the children, I should make sure they have high learning. Yep, that is something, and you're totally right. That's something I'm aware of, and I'm just an idiot sometimes, because a lot of times if you watch the series, when the tutor things pop up, I'm in the middle of a war or something, and it's just like, usually I just try to pull up somebody who looks like they like me and they have all good traits, and sold. Yeah, but you are right. The learning trait is better, because then that gives more opportunities for them to learn good traits. So that is something I do need to start paying attention to. Thanks for that. I think it's Gad19801 asked, why did I sign peace? Why didn't I just take over everything from Millman? It doesn't work that way on this game. If you're kind of new to this series, or the paradox strategy games like this, it's not like typical strategy games or RTS games or stuff like that, where you can just attack somebody and when you beat them you take all their land. In this game, even when you do beat somebody in some situations, you don't get their land. It just doesn't work that way. There's very specific criteria involved with that kind of a situation. I mean, even if somebody attacks you and then you go back and just kick their arse and, you know, knock out 5 of their areas, that doesn't mean when the war ends you get those areas. It just doesn't work like that. And you can see some of that stuff from earlier videos and everything. And then the last question I'm going to answer real quick, from episode 14, Lich Touch brought up an excellent point about the offering vassalization. That's actually something I kind of just forgot about, and in this video I just wanted to let you know, this video I ran it for, I don't know, about a month from the end of the last video, and as you see here, Zadar is now under my rule, because I used Lich Touch's advice where you can actually go in and offer, it's not on here now because I've already done it, but there was an option to offer vassalization, and I did that and he accepted. It's not available on any of these because they all hate me so much. You know, Millman of course hates me by 100, and these 3 are all, well, these 2 are his. These other 2 are Duyum's, his brother, I believe, and on them I do not even have an option to offer vassalization, which I'm not really sure why I don't have the option on his, but it may have something to do with being under his brother's ruling type and laws or whatever. So, but Zadar was kind of his own little independent thing, and I was able to, you know, pop him up real quick, so that was cool. So I did yank that, so thanks to Lich Touch for reminding me on that mechanic. And I think that was most of the things. There were some conversations on some of my earlier videos about some of the, you guys, a couple of people were going round and round about different pronunciations on some of the things like Ducal and stuff like that. Hey, I just want to apologize ahead of time if I am making pronunciation mistakes on some of these countries and some of the Latin terms, and you know, hey, I'm not really trying that hard, to be honest. So sometimes I'll purposely even screw them up just to sound like a goof and make the video entertaining. So anyway, that's about it. Like I said, I just wanted this to be a quick video. I will be posting up the next probably 2 parts, probably late tonight or tomorrow, so you guys have those to look forward to. This was just a quick episode, and the only thing that happened in this episode was I answered some questions, and I did offer vassalization to Zadar. So that is, you know, when we start the next one, I'll probably reiterate it on the beginning of the next one in case any people heard at the beginning of this video that I wasn't actually playing and they tuned out real quick. I'll probably restate what happened here, but I did take Zadar, and I'm going to go ahead and do a save game right now, and then I will, here in a few hours, I'll be starting up more episodes, and they will be going up very soon. And I'm looking at another strategy game Let's Play series, hopefully to get some of you guys hooked on in addition to this one. I'm still looking over what I may do, maybe something like Civilization 5, maybe Victoria 2, you know, there's a couple other options. So I'm kind of looking around trying to decide which I want to do. This by far is my favorite game right now, though. I love this game, and I'm glad that so many other people are interested in watching me play it with the Let's Play, because this is probably my favorite game that I have right now. So anyway, thanks again for watching, and expect some new episodes coming real soon. Thanks again.